Good evening. Welcome back to my channel. In a development that has sent ripples through royal circles and ignited intense public interest, Prince William is said to have taken a direct and personal role in investigating a troubling incident involving his youngest son, Prince Louis of Wales. The situation, described by insiders as a convoy incident during a recent private movement, has raised questions, sparked speculation, and most importantly, triggered a firm and immediate response from the future king himself. While official statements remain limited, sources close to the palace suggest that what began as a routine journey quickly escalated into a moment that no parent, royal or otherwise, could ignore. Details surrounding the convoy incident remain closely guarded, but early reports indicate that Prince Louis was traveling as part of a secured royal convoy when an unexpected disruption occurred. Though no injuries have been reported, the nature of the disruption, described by some insiders as unusual and deeply concerning, prompted an immediate review of security protocols. It wasn't something catastrophic, one source explained, but it was enough to raise serious questions. And when it involves a child, especially a royal child, nothing is taken lightly. The convoy, which typically follows carefully coordinated routes and procedures, is designed to ensure maximum safety. Any deviation from this system, however minor, is treated with utmost seriousness. For Prince William, the incident is said to have struck at the core of his identity, not just as a senior royal, but as a father. Sources suggest that William's reaction was immediate and decisive. Rather than relying solely on palace officials, he reportedly requested detailed briefings and began asking direct questions about what had occurred. William doesn't approach this passively, an insider revealed. He wants to understand every detail: what happened, why it happened, and how it can be prevented in the future. His response reflects a broader pattern in William's approach to leadership: engaged, informed, and deeply personal when it comes to matters involving his family. While William focused on gathering information, Catherine, Princess of Wales, is said to have remained at the center of ensuring stability for Prince Louis. Those close to the family describe her as calm and reassuring, providing a sense of normalcy in the aftermath of the incident. Children take cues from their parents, one source noted. Catherine made sure Louis felt safe and secure, even as questions were being asked behind the scenes. Her ability to maintain composure under pressure has once again proven invaluable, offering a steady foundation for the family during uncertain moments. According to insiders, Prince William's involvement has gone beyond routine oversight. He is said to be working closely with security teams, reviewing protocols, and examining every aspect of the convoy's operation. This includes route planning and risk assessment, communication between vehicles, response procedures during unexpected disruptions, coordination with local authorities. Nothing is being overlooked, a source emphasized. Every detail matters. William's hands-on approach is not unprecedented. In recent years, he has shown a growing interest in the operational aspects of royal security, recognizing its importance in an increasingly complex world. The incident has reportedly prompted wider discussions within royal circles about the evolving nature of security challenges. In an age where information travels instantly and public visibility is constant, maintaining safety requires not only traditional measures, but also adaptability and foresight. Experts suggest that William's response may signal a shift toward more proactive involvement by senior royals in security matters. He understands that the landscape is changing, a commentator explained, and he's preparing for a future where leadership includes a deeper understanding of these risks. While the investigation continues, those close to the family acknowledge that the emotional impact of the incident cannot be overlooked. For any parent, the idea that a child's safety may have been compromised, even briefly, is deeply unsettling. For William and Catherine, the stakes are even higher given their public roles. Behind the titles, they are parents first, an insider shared. And moments like this remind them of that in the strongest possible way. Despite this, both are said to be focusing on moving forward constructively, using the incident as an opportunity to strengthen systems and ensure greater protection. During this time, King Charles III is believed to have offered his full support, emphasizing the importance of thorough investigation and family unity. Other senior royals, including Princess Anne, are said to have quietly backed William's approach, recognizing the seriousness of the situation. There's a shared understanding, one source noted, when it comes to safety, there's no room for compromise. News of the incident has inevitably sparked public interest, with media outlets and commentators offering a range of interpretations. Some have praised William's proactive response, viewing it as a sign of strong leadership and commitment to his family's well being. Others have called for greater transparency, reflecting the modern expectation that public figures address concerns openly. Amid this, palace aides continue to emphasize the importance of discretion, particularly when it involves a young child. As the investigation progresses, early indications suggest that changes may be implemented to enhance security protocols. These could include revised convoy procedures, enhanced communication systems, additional training for security personnel, greater coordination with local authorities. For William, the goal is clear: to ensure that such an incident, however minor, does not occur again. In many ways, this situation represents a defining moment for Prince William. It highlights his transition from a supporting role within the monarchy to a position of active leadership, one that requires not only public presence but also decisive action behind the scenes. His response to the incident demonstrates qualities that many believe will shape his future as king: responsibility, attentiveness, and a willingness to confront challenges directly. Amid all the investigation and analysis, one truth remains central: this is a story about family. For Prince Louis of Wales, the experience is said to have been handled with care, ensuring that he feels safe and supported. For Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, it is a reminder of the responsibilities they carry, not just as public figures, but as parents. The convoy incident may ultimately be remembered not for the disruption itself, but for the response it inspired. In stepping forward to investigate, Prince William has shown a willingness to engage with difficult questions and take responsibility for ensuring the safety of his family. And in doing so, he has offered a glimpse of the kind of leadership that will define the monarchy's future: grounded in care, strengthened by action, and guided by an unwavering commitment to those who matter most. As Prince William pushed deeper into the investigation surrounding the convoy incident involving Prince Louis of Wales, what initially appeared to be a minor disruption began to reveal more troubling layers. According to insiders, a routine review of security footage uncovered a detail that had previously gone unnoticed: a vehicle that had altered its position within proximity to the convoy in a manner described as irregular. While not immediately deemed a direct threat, the movement was enough to raise serious concerns among security officials. It didn't follow expected patterns, a source explained, and in security, anything unusual becomes significant. This discovery reportedly marked a turning point in the investigation, shifting it from precautionary review to something far more focused and urgent. Rather than stepping back, Prince William is said to have leaned further into the process. Sources indicate that he requested a detailed breakdown of the footage, including timing, positioning, and response actions taken by the convoy team. His approach has been described as methodical and precise. He's asking the kind of questions you'd expect from someone trained to assess risk, an insider noted. He's not satisfied with general answers. He wants specifics. Those close to the situation suggest that William's involvement has elevated the urgency of the investigation, ensuring that no detail is overlooked. While maintaining her outward composure, Catherine, Princess of Wales, is believed to have become increasingly concerned as new information surfaced. Sources describe quiet conversations between William and Catherine late into the evening, moments where the realities of the situation were discussed candidly, away from the public eye. She trusts William completely, one insider shared, but as a mother, she can't help but feel the weight of it. Despite this, Catherine continues to provide stability for Louis, ensuring that his routine remains as normal as possible. Investigators have reportedly begun reconstructing the exact sequence of events during the convoy movement. This includes analyzing the route taken and any deviations, communication logs between security vehicles, timing of the unidentified vehicle's movements, response protocols activated during the incident. What has emerged is a clearer picture of how quickly situations can evolve, even within tightly controlled environments. At no point was there chaos, a source emphasized, but there were moments where decisions had to be made quickly, and that's what's being examined now. As the investigation intensifies, a sense of quiet tension is said to have settled within royal circles. While there is no indication of immediate danger, the seriousness with which the situation is being handled has not gone unnoticed. King Charles III is reportedly receiving regular updates, offering support while allowing William to take the lead. Meanwhile, Princess Anne is said to have privately expressed approval of William's direct involvement, recognizing the importance of decisive action in matters of security. There's a shared understanding, one insider said. This isn't just about one incident, it's about ensuring confidence moving forward. One of the most pressing questions facing investigators is intent. Was the irregular movement of the vehicle coincidental or was it deliberate? At this stage, sources caution against drawing conclusions. However, the possibility that the incident was more than accidental has prompted a more rigorous line of inquiry. Intent is everything, a security expert explained. Understanding why something happened is just as important as understanding how. This aspect of the investigation is said to be particularly complex, requiring coordination between multiple agencies and careful analysis of available data. For Prince William, the emergence of new questions has only strengthened his resolve. Sources describe him as focused and unwavering, determined to see the investigation through to its conclusion. He's not going to let this fade away, an insider revealed. He wants answers, and he wants to be certain that everything possible is being done. This determination is seen by many as a reflection of his evolving leadership style, one that prioritizes accountability and proactive engagement. Throughout this process, the well being of Prince Louis of Wales remains the central concern. Efforts have been made to ensure that he is shielded from the details of the investigation, allowing him to continue his daily life without unnecessary worry. Children should feel safe, one source emphasized. That's the priority. William and Catherine are said to be working closely with staff to maintain this sense of security, balancing vigilance with normalcy. As investigators continue their work, there is a growing sense that the situation is approaching a normative phase. Whether the findings confirm a minor irregularity or reveal something more significant, the outcome will likely shape future security protocols for the royal family. For now, all attention remains on the process, on gathering facts, analyzing evidence, and ensuring that no question is left unanswered. The convoy incident involving Prince Louis of Wales has evolved into something far more complex than initially believed. At its center stands Prince William, a father seeking answers, a future king stepping into responsibility, and a leader demonstrating the importance of vigilance and care. As the investigation continues, one thing remains clear: this story is far from over. And with each new development, the determination to protect, to understand, and to move forward grows stronger, quietly shaping the next chapter in the life of the modern monarchy. As the investigation intensified, a critical breakthrough finally emerged, one that would shift the entire direction of the inquiry led by Prince William. After days of analyzing surveillance footage, cross checking vehicle registrations, and reviewing communication logs, security teams reportedly identified the vehicle that had drawn concern during Prince Louis of Wales's convoy movement. What they found was unexpected. The vehicle, initially flagged for its unusual positioning, was traced to a private contractor operating within the broader perimeter of the route. However, discrepancies in timing and communication raised further questions, specifically why the vehicle's movements did not align with the pre-approved coordination plan. It wasn't supposed to be there at that moment, one insider revealed, and that's what made it stand out. With this discovery, attention turned inward. Rather than pointing immediately to an external threat, investigators began examining whether the incident resulted from a breakdown in internal coordination. This led to a series of closed door meetings involving senior security personnel, logistics coordinators, and advisors. Prince William is said to have been present for key briefings, listening carefully as each detail was presented. Sources describe the atmosphere as serious but controlled, focused on understanding, not assigning blame. William made it clear, an insider said, the priority is to fix the system, not point fingers, but accountability matters. As clarity began to emerge, Catherine, Princess of Wales, reportedly experienced a quiet but profound shift in emotion. The initial uncertainty, perhaps the most difficult aspect for any parent, was giving way to understanding. While the incident remained concerning, the absence of deliberate intent brought a measure of relief. Still, sources say the experience left a lasting impression. It's one thing to hear everything is fine, a close observer explained. It's another to know that something could have gone differently. That stays with you. In response, Catherine is said to have become even more attentive, not out of fear, but out of a renewed sense of awareness. At the heart of the incident, investigators reportedly identified a crucial issue, a communication gap between different units responsible for coordinating the convoy. While protocols were in place, a delay in relaying updated route information resulted in the contractor's vehicle moving into a position that, while not dangerous, created confusion and concern. It was a chain reaction, a source explained. One small delay led to a larger misunderstanding. Though the situation never escalated into a direct threat, the implications were clear. Systems designed to prevent risk must function flawlessly. For Prince William, the findings reinforced the importance of precision in every aspect of royal security. Sources indicate that he responded swiftly, advocating for immediate improvements in communication protocols and coordination procedures. Among the measures reportedly being introduced, real time communication verification between all convoy units, enhanced tracking systems for authorized vehicles, mandatory protocol checks before route execution, additional training focused on rapid response and clarity. William wants zero ambiguity, an insider noted. If something changes, everyone needs to know instantly. His approach reflects a leadership style grounded in clarity, accountability, and proactive improvement. Following the findings, Prince William is said to have had a private conversation with King Charles III. While details remain confidential, sources suggest the discussion centered on lessons learned and the steps being taken to prevent future incidents. The king reportedly expressed confidence in William's handling of the situation, viewing it as a sign of his readiness for greater responsibility. There was a sense of reassurance, one insider shared. Charles sees that William is capable of leading in moments that require both calm and decisiveness. Meanwhile, Princess Anne is believed to have offered a characteristically direct perspective. Known for her pragmatic approach, Anne reportedly emphasized the importance of learning from the incident without allowing it to undermine confidence. She's very clear, a source noted. You fix what needs fixing, and you move forward stronger. Her viewpoint is said to have resonated with William, reinforcing the importance of resilience alongside vigilance. With the investigation nearing its conclusion, attention has gradually shifted back to daily life for Prince Louis of Wales. Sources emphasize that Louis remains unaware of the details, continuing his routine with the same energy and curiosity that define him. For Catherine, Princess of Wales, and William, this return to normalcy is perhaps the most reassuring outcome. Children bounce back quickly, one insider said, and that's exactly what Lewis has done. Though the incident may ultimately be classified as a procedural issue rather than a serious threat, its impact is likely to be lasting. For William, it represents a moment of growth, a situation that required not just reaction, but reflection and action. For Catherine, it underscores the delicate balance between public duty and private concern. And for the monarchy as a whole, it serves as a reminder that even the most established systems must evolve. The convoy incident involving Prince Louis of Wales may have begun as a moment of uncertainty, but it has concluded with clarity, accountability, and renewed confidence. At its center stands Prince William, not just as a future king, but as a father determined to protect and a leader committed to improvement. Through careful investigation and decisive action, he has demonstrated that leadership is not defined by the absence of challenges, but by the response to them. And in this case, that response has been measured, thoughtful, and ultimately reassuring. In a quiet moment after the investigation's conclusion, the Wales family is said to have spent time together, away from briefings, away from scrutiny. Louis laughing, Catherine watching with gentle relief, William, for the first time in days, at ease, no headlines, no tension, just family. And in that simple, powerful image lies the true resolution of the story, not in reports or protocols, but in the return of peace, safety, and the quiet strength that binds them together.